everyone, and welcome back to Magic at the Movies. This is episode 63.
I think, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Into the mic, Robert.
Yeah. Yeah, episode 60 was Devil Wears Prada, so that's been 3 weeks, I want to say.
Sure.
Yeah.
I could look it up, but I can't be arsed. Don't spoil it. You're laughing, so don't spoil it. Where we talk all things movies, TV shows, and anything that takes our fancy that week. I'm your host Joe, and joining me, as always, is my lovely co-host Robert.
Hiya.
Hi, Robert. How are you?
I'm alright. How are you?
Yeah, it's warm, isn't it?
Oh, fuck me.
It's fair. Maybe later.
Is that a promise?
No, I was crossing my fingers.
Oh, what a shame.
Just saying, it's quite warm today. It's about 30 degrees outside.
Thankfully,
And we're in a nice cozy lounge, talking to all you lovely people.
Yeah, this room is cool.
It's nice and cool.
Yeah,
quiet.
Your house is cool. I'm
calm. We've got the windows open.
Is that the reason?
Probably.
I thought that having windows open was supposed to be bad for.
No, because you're letting air in.
But
it's when you don't have windows open, you're not letting air in, and then the place is going to get stuffier and stuffier and stuffier.
But isn't it not
because
air?
British houses, the way they're designed, they're designed to keep heat in.
Right.
Because we don't normally get heat. Because it's normally cold.
Yeah.
So we tend to
have
to want to try and keep heat in, which is why Americans say, "Oh, I can't deal with like a 30 degree heat wave." You don't know. You don't live in our houses. We don't have aircon.
Plastic.
Yes, welcome back, folks, to Magic at the Movies. This week we got a bumper episode for you. Got lots of things to talk about. We're going to talk about the new horror movie Obsession. We're going to talk about the final season of The Boys on Prime Video. And finally, we are also going to talk about the big movie of the week, which is a new Star Wars movie. It's the Mandalorian versus and Grogu. Wish Mando versus Grogu. I think it'd be a quick match, that.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because Grogu would win easily.
Yeah.
But first, because we wanted to talk about Obsession, we wanted to watch Obsession.
Yeah.
But me and Robert, we're both real Freddy cats.
Yeah.
We're not big fans of horror.
No.
But we had a friend who is a big fan of horror.
Ooh.
Had past tense.
No longer with us.
He's not friends with us anymore. Who had watched it and wanted to watch it again.
Yeah.
So asked us today even if we wanted to go and watch it, and we said, yeah, fine. Sure. We'll do that. So this is us just coming back from the Obsession screening. It's his brand spanking new fresh take on the film Obsession that you're going to get today.
I don't think we've ever done that before.
Yes, and I don't think we've ever done that.
No.
And because of all of his worldly wisdom and his love of horror films, and I think his profound insight on the genre that we just couldn't give you horror fans, we've decided to invite him on the podcast today. We have a very special guest for the first time on the podcast. Here he is. It's our lovely, wonderful guest, Jack. How you doing, Jack?
Hello. How are you all doing? Thank you for having me on today.
Yes, he's the most northern sounding of us. I thought he needs to bring some more north into it, because I sound too well educated and Robert's.
I sound like what? Come on. Spit it out.
Quite zesty.
Robert, Jack said it for me.
I'm fine with that. Okay.
Yes. How are you, Jack?
I'm good. Thank you for having me on.
Yes, it's a real pleasure. Yes, you are. You are more of a horror fan than both of us. You would say.
No pressure.
Yeah, I would say from the experience I had today, definitely.
What are you talking?
From Robert's Great Escape.
He said he had to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
But neither of us believe him.
No.
You should have seen my piss. Sorry.
No, thank you.
Not into that.
Yeah. Not yet, anyway.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that, Robert. I just.
If that's what you're
It's
into,
not really. Yeah, it doesn't float my boat. Doesn't tickle my pickle. Doesn't any other.
Sure?
Yeah. If it looked like a pickle, then I'd need to go see a doctor.
Yeah, you would.
Like it's all like lumpy and green. Just
What where are we getting to here? What? We're driving ourselves into a corner here we can't get out of.
I don't know what
It's-
happened.
I don't know if you wanted a better introduction than that, Jack, but
No, I got it.
He tickles my pickles,
Yeah.
Jack.
you do tickle our pickle.
Yeah,
Anyway,
sometimes.
Sometimes, yes.
With consent, of course.
Yes, you're. We've brought you on for your horror favouriteness.
Thank you.
Could you tell us any of your favourite horror films, just so people know the sort of
Sorry,
thing that
My favourite horror
you're
films.
into?
Obsession.
Wow, so we're already
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
We'll
we're already going to talk about
We'll
it.
talk about that in a minute.
I am quite a sucker for the old slashers.
Mhm.
And can we call Alien and Predator into that bracket? Can we? Yeah.
Alien and Predator, or Alien versus Predator.
Well, I'd say both of them.
So yeah, the first Alien's definitely a slasher film.
Yeah.
Predator, you could say, is a slasher film. Yeah.
Yeah. So no.
Cause I wouldn't say Predator's a horror film.
No.
Class as
How are
that.
you with paranormal shit? Like
Paranormal
conjuring and
stuff.
like that?
Terrified.
Terrifying.
Yeah. I kind of like me psychological stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't like stuff that's just constantly like jump scares, but makes you think about why this person's done that. What is the motive behind it?
Oh, I'm terrified. But
Yeah.
society. What's wrong with it?
Yeah. Why'd you do this?
Why are men like this? Leave black people alone. It's most psychological horror, I feel.
Well, basically, yeah.
Hey, say more things.
Oh, say more things.
Say more things.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm very inexperienced in this
Yeah.
in this
It's a
sector.
podcast. You can't leave any.
That's
empty
very
space.
true. So, what are my favourite just horror films, or
Yeah, just,
can I just say my also favourite films in general?
You can say favourite films.
Yeah,
You can give us a top 5, top 10 if you so wish.
I'll give you my Letterboxd top 4. Yeah.
Letterboxd top 4. We are here for this.
Yes.
If we could be sponsored by Letterboxd, we
Yeah,
fucking would.
In no particular order.
Yeah.
I'd say Annihilation is in there.
That's a great
Yeah.
film.
I've also read the book as well. Yeah. Very, very good film. Return of the Jedi is in there. Yeah. Yeah, it has to be. It's a very good film and very easily rewatchable.
What about how do you feel about Ewoks?
Ewoks? Cool little guys, aren't they?
Cool little cuddly teddy bears. And if you play Battlefront 2, you know they're also psychopaths.
Yeah. Yep. They do the job. You know, what's not to
Just
love?
don't meet an Ewok at night. Is all I'm saying.
I'd say also Prisoners.
Oh,
Very,
I'm with you,
very,
Jack.
very good film. I'd say my favourite genre is probably thrillers or things that make you constantly think, and possibly Zodiac as well. Another one that makes you think.
That is a pretty good
Long.
letterbox.
It's long,
It is
but-
long. Zodiac. Yeah.
That's you in 4 films: Annihilation, Return of the Jedi,
Yeah.
Prisoners, and Zodiac. There you go.
I'll add one more in the mix as well.
Oh god, he's doing a top 5.
Yeah.
Curveball.
Be wary.
Yeah. Being cheeky right now. Shutter Island. Yeah.
Just recently watched Shutter
Yeah.
Island again. Yeah, it's great.
Very, very good rewatchability.
A lot of rewatchability.
Yeah, 'cause every
'cause
time you watch it, you
yeah,
notice
you'll
something
notice
different.
something else. Yeah.
Our film studies teacher turned that off. He said he knew what would come in, so he switched it off.
It's very true. Yeah.
Who did
He
this?
likes to tell.
Our film studies teacher in college.
We both went to the same. We both went to the same college. We're not the same age, me and Robert. I'm quite a lot older than him. It doesn't show. He looks so much older than me. Anyway.
Really upset now.
Yeah, but we both did film studies at the same college, and we both had the same teacher. And
Then I'm very inexperienced and did not do that.
I imagine he said the same thing. Anyone can be a film student. You just need to watch a lot of films, essentially. And you just don't have like the things to fall back on, like, oh, what was the mise en scène like? Oh, look at that cinematography.
Yeah, talking
Oh,
different
what
language now.
what is the director trying to portray with that use of lighting? It's like English, but it's better because you're using film and not on poetry.
Yeah.
I miss it so much.
Not of Martin Men, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing The Shawshank Redemption instead,
Yeah.
or Pulp Fiction.
Very big upgrade.
Yeah, it was cool. I used to love it just because
Mm.
that's really how
I got to have a trip to Los Angeles
Yeah,
with film studies. Yeah,
Mm.
he didn't get to because COVID.
Oh, that is brutal.
And our teacher was like, "Oh yeah, we used to do this," and we were all like, "Shut up now." Were you like the last?
No, I don't think so. I think a couple years after did.
You're that old.
I'm that old.
He's an unk. Been called unk on his own podcast.
Yeah.
It's our podcast. Anyway, I feel we've got a lot to talk about, so I think we need to get ourselves underway. Yes, we are going to talk about Obsession. Yes, we are going to be talking about The Boys. Yes, we are going to be talking about The Mandalorian Grogu.
Ooh.
Mostly me and Robert, because Jack's not seen it.
No,
he's,
I know.
He's fine to tag along.
Me for the ride.
Yeah, for a good time, not a long
Yeah.
time. But first, we're going to start off this episode like we start off every single episode of this podcast. Yes, give Rob the mic. Put it with our regularly recurring segment, which is...
What have you been up to this week?
Thank you, Robert.
Enjoy that.
Oh, beautiful.
Does it every week.
Yeah,
And
fantastic.
sometimes he changes it for different thing, different tunes.
How it's feeling,
Yeah, just how it's feeling.
That
Yeah.
doesn't usually go well if I try and theme it with something else. But I tried to do like a Star Wars
Yeah,
one. And
sometimes
it was terrible.
sometimes he tries to theme it based on the thing we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not. I wouldn't say lyrically gifted, or
Just stick with your guns,
or melodic in any sense, but he tries.
What the
And that's
fuck?
what we
all
love
that
about
matters.
him.
That's all that
He's a
matters.
Muppet. That's what the Muppets are. They're not good at anything, but they love it and they try really hard, and we love them for that.
Backhanded as hell.
Anyway, yes, this is the section of the show where we talk about what we've been up to this past week, or maybe what we plan to be up to in the weeks ahead, whether that's watching a thing, reading a thing, playing a thing, seeing a thing, making a thing, doing a thing, or saying a thing.
Oh my.
It's that one I can't get past. It's been like 20 episodes now.
Watching a thing,
No.
reading a
You
thing,
know exactly.
Making
what
a
I'm
thing.
talking about.
playing a thing,
You know it, Buster.
seeing a thing,
Don't treat me like a.
saying a thing.
Yeah,
Everyone-
that's it.
People can
that's
say
all.
things.
People do say things. but
People
they
do
don't
say
plan them.
things.
That's
Yes, I don't know why
public
you're still getting
speaking.
upset about people saying things.
I'll always be
People say
upset
things all the
about it.
time. That's all Donald Trump seems to do.
That's not saying, that's spewing.
Yeah, have you been spewing a thing
What have you been
this week?
spewing this
Did you go on a night out and just spewed just a lot?
Ew. What's happening?
That stays between yourself, I think.
Yeah, you can't put that on a podcast. Anyway, Robert, kick us off.
Yeah, let's see how we
What
roll around
what
here.
have you been up to
Oh my.
this week?
Come prepared.
He just goes through his letterbox. It's not.
I don't do much apart from watch films and the occasional TV show.
That's fine. That's what the podcast is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's perfect.
I went and saw Friends. I can't remember which ones, but never mind.
Close friends then.
Yeah. I watched the 1984 Supergirl film.
In preparation.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
I actually did, you know.
What?
I know. Because I was expecting it to be like as bad as Superman 4, and I actually think it's more tolerable than that film. And the third one, actually, I actually think it's better than both of those films. Because it's so camp and so ridiculous. The villain isn't in any comics or anything. They just dreamed her up, and she's played by Faye Dunaway.
As for most of the Christopher Reeve stuff,
Yeah.
most of it's not from the comics.
Yeah, so they were like, let's follow in those footsteps. The whole plot of this is that she's on her planet,
Krypton.
which it's not actually called that in this
No.
film, I don't
Yeah.
think, but it is. Yeah, just to be different. And this,
They may have called it Kandor because she's from the city of Kandor, which is
That's
on
it.
Krypton.
oh, I didn't know that.
And in the comics, as Krypton is blowing up, Brainiac comes down because he bottles up cities and collects cities.
Yeah.
And he bottles up the city of Kandor, so technically there's a bit of Krypton that's still existing.
Like that.
I hope they do that in the next Superman film, which Jack still needs to fucking watch
I will watch at some point.
today.
I'll get past the
Screw the
£3.99
sun.
rent.
You could borrow my Blu-ray.
Oh, that is very cheeky.
You can't borrow my Blu-ray.
So she's got this orb that Peter O'Toole's like.
Yeah, Peter O'Toole's
yeah.
in this. Faye Dunaway's in this.
Faye Dunaway's in this as the villain, Selena, that's made up, not in the comics. And this orb flies out of the city through this plastic sheet, and Supergirl gets in an orb and flies after it to try and collect it, and it lands in like Faye Dunaway's like soup or something. They're having a picnic, her and her like boy toy who's like 60.
And Faye Dunaway just so happens to be a witch.
Randomly, she's got a sister, and she finds this orb that like gives her power, even though she's already got power because she's a witch. It's better than it sounds. No, it's not.
It's not.
Just enjoyed.
It's not.
She gets like power of the shadows or something. Supergirl comes down to Earth, and like she lands in some water where she parks her ship, and she comes out of the water in her costume, but it's just her clothes apparently, and that's never explained. And
you can also visibly see the wires that she's still on as she comes out.
She's
of the water.
flying through these trees.
Yeah.
And then she
the
goes
costume
to a school.
Costume looks good and accurate.
The costume does look good, and Helen Slater is
No,
really good.
no.
That's it. 5 stars. And then for some reason she's looking for this orb because it's like gonna destroy her home planet because it like powers her home planet, and she ends up going to a all-girls boarding school for no reason whatsoever, where she meets Lois Lane's sister, Lucy Lane, who she ends up sharing a dorm with, and that whole plot point isn't relevant at all, really. She meets this boy who Faye Dunaway's character wants to seduce and make him like her obedient prince boy, and she casts a spell on him and is like, oh, whoever the first woman you look at after this spell you will fall in love with. And of course he ends up looking at Supergirl, and it's really fucking weird because she's supposed to be a boarding school girl. He's not from this boarding school. He's like the gardener.
He's a man.
He's older.
He's a man.
But then like yeah, it's weird as hell. Worst romance ever, because when that spell gets undone, he's like, no, I still love you, even though I don't know who you are or anything. Please,
I don't know who you are.
Please be careful.
But I mean, if you wanna.
And Christopher Reeves has a cameo as a poster. So there you go. And Jimmy Olsen's in it.
Yeah. Jimmy Olsen is the only actor or character connection to the Christopher Reeve movies. And I disagree with you. It's worse than Superman 3. I'd say on par. It's slightly, maybe a little bit better than Superman 4. But
I enjoyed it more than those films. I think just because I knew that I had to expect that, and I just found that it was a lot less ridiculous, even though it's still ridiculous. If that makes, I could sort of get on board with its campness, and
there is no way that they cannot improve on it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the ground is like really low, but I gave it 3 stars because I enjoyed it.
One of those stars a pity vote.
Yeah, kind of.
3 stars.
Kind of.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. I enjoyed this film. The thing was that made me distinguish it from the others. Superman 3 annoyed me so much I wanted to turn it off because I found the characters irritating. Superman 4 is just ridiculous from start to finish. And this is still silly, but it's not annoying silly. It's like, this is weird, what's happening? But you're not like, I want to turn this off. There's something about it that I found really charming, and I think Faye Dunaway's like quite good in it, even though she's not playing anyone significant. It's an insane film, but I'm glad I watched it.
I just think Superman 3 and Superman 4 helped and to make this film better because they're sort of carried by Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
And how good Christopher Reeve is as Superman.
That's a good point.
So basically watchable slop.
Yeah. Watchable slop. I don't know, I just feel like films nowadays are just lacking something. I don't know what it is, but
character.
Yeah. This was made in '84, and there is still like a charm to it.
A bit of personality,
and it's not for like lack of trying, if that makes sense. It's not like lazily done. It's just not. It's not really.
Well, no one tries to make a bad film.
No, that's a good point.
And so there's always effort that's put into every film.
Yeah,
including Sharknado and The Room.
Hi, Mark. I did not hit her.
I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark. Brilliant.
Yeah, beautiful. Anything else?
I watched Camp Rock yesterday again with my mum instead of going outside. We were like, do you want to watch a film instead? We're like, yeah, what's a summary film we can watch? I was like, Camp Rock!
What's a summary film?
Sure.
Camp Rock.
It is. And yeah, we watched that, and I said to my mum, oh, we should watch the second one sometime. She was like, I'm not fucking watching the second one. I was like, okay, fair enough. It's
enough. One's enough.
And yet they made 3 of them.
Well, the third one's yet to come out. Like 20 years later, which is insane.
Oh yeah, I've just seen Camp Rock 3, and just all 3 Jonas Brothers are looking very old.
Demi Lovato better show up. And it's the same as Supergirl. It's not technically good, but there's something about it that's just so ridiculous and fun. And I love Disney Channel original films because I'm white trash and I'm younger than I should be at this point in my life.
Weak, ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
So yeah, I enjoyed it for those reasons. I'm not a cinephile. I just like films, and that's fine. That's fine. And just watching all regular TV shows, Game of Thrones, Call the Midwife, all that jazz. Yeah, I bet you're jealous about Call the Midwife.
No, I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Have you not?
Well,
I'm halfway through.
I've watched the first season and nothing else.
Yeah, it's hard if you're not with it when it was like on.
If you're not like with it. I've got too many things. I don't need an extra fan base to be in.
That's it. Such a big commitment.
I think I'm in enough.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm not interested. I'm really sorry. I just watched.
Yes, you are.
I watched 2 films that I knew weren't good and still enjoyed anyway because I'm fucking weird.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's a subjective medium that we look upon.
Yeah.
You're allowed to like whatever you want to like.
You are, that's true.
Apart from Birth of a Nation.
Oh yeah, we can't.
Apart from Birth of a Nation.
That's got like 2.9 on Letterboxd, which is insane. Yeah.
Very specific.
With people saying, well, it's racist, but look how well it's shot.
I know. It's like, no, it's just racist.
Just racist.
2 very different,
Yep.
groups voting for that, I think.
100%. And we need to get rid of the other one. Anyway, that's me.
Well, now that you've seen how it's done, Jack, do you want to tell us what you've been up to this past week? Or what you plan to be up to in the weeks ahead?
So this past week I've got my new car, finally. I'm no longer driving what is basically a go-kart. So I now actually have a boot.
A real shit. He's got a boot.
I've got a boot. I've actually got a boot. And
you can put things in.
Yep, and I've got a glove compartment. Yeah. That's all that matters,
really.
Nice
having a glove compartment.
And I can actually do things on it instead of just hoping and praying.
Please.
I mean, the amount of times I had to ring somebody up because my battery's gone again. I think
cables.
Yeah, I think about 3 or 4 times I had to do that. Then I had to buy a new battery altogether. Yeah, so I'm glad that saga is finally over.
It's such a nice car. I've been in it. It's very nice.
Yeah, thank you very much. Just even more glares.
Yeah.
Just we're putting you up.
Yeah. Just run me up a little bit more. But in terms of watching things, I have started watching The Punisher because I've just finished Daredevil. I'm not saying very far into it. I'm only about 3 into it. But I also watched his special episode that I can't remember the name of. One Last Kill. Yeah, that was decent. Just decent.
I think, Joe, you said a similar thing, didn't you, last week?
Pretty good. Gets the...
Yeah.
I think it gets the idea of the character right.
Yeah.
In terms of John Bernthal's Punisher, comic book Punisher is quite different.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of like John Bernthal's Punisher because he's obviously got nuance and he's obviously dealing with shit. Comic book Punisher just doesn't give a shit about it.
No,
he just surges forward.
Yeah. Basically, just a moving brick wall, basically.
Yeah. I like the Netflix Punisher TV series. I think it's an underrated gem of the Netflix TV series because I think not a lot of people were watching it as much as say Daredevil and Jessica Jones.
I think because Daredevil was so good.
Because it was incredible. And then I think before the Punisher show came out, Iron Fist came out, and everyone thinks Iron Fist is shit, and it is.
In terms of like when stuff came out, how far behind was Punisher?
I think
it was one of the last ones to come out.
It was Daredevil season 1. And then I don't know if it was they did season 2 and then Jessica Jones season 1. but it's either or. So I'm going to say Jessica Jones season 1, and then Daredevil season 2. Then I want to say Luke Cage season 1, Iron Fist season 1, then Defenders.
Yeah. Just everything.
Yeah, just everything. And then I think it was Daredevil season 3, Jessica Jones season 2, Punisher season 1, Luke Cage season 2, Iron Fist season 2.
This is a very good knowledge right here.
I might be wrong.
Yeah, just spitting random stuff in, it could be right.
Punisher season 2, Jessica Jones season 3. I think that's where they ended it.
Is there only 2 seasons of Punisher?
Only 2 seasons of Punisher. Only 2 seasons of Punisher, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Iron Fist got a second.
He got a second season. It's marginally better.
Yeah, it's sleepwalk itself into it. That's the one I've heard very, very bad things about. So
when I do my complete Marvel watch through next year, like for Avengers Secret Wars, which is the next marathon I'm doing, I'm not looking forward to watching Iron Fist again. because they brought it back into the MCU canon again, so I'd have to watch them all.
Yeah.
And also, because now it's become a multiverse saga, I have to watch everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that means if I'm going in order of release, which I think is the best way to do it, the first film I will have to watch is Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that actually technically the first one?
Marvel's first theatrical release was Howard the Duck. It came out in the 80s.
Wow.
It's not good.
Well, I don't know why they think Howard the Duck would be, the best premiere to do.
And then I have to wait another 10 years and then watch Blade.
What about Elektra? You've got that to look forward to.
I got to watch Elektra as well.
And Ang Lee's Hulk.
Ang Lee's Hulk, yes. The crap X-Men movies, the crap Fantastic Four movies, the crap Daredevil movie.
Oh yeah, they exist.
They do exist, yeah.
Unfortunately,
X-Men Origins Wolverine. Go watch that.
Yeah.
I just want to rip my eyes out that film. Watched it with my mum and she was like, "Oh, this is quite good." This, and I was like, "What? Get out!"
Yeah.
I respect your opinion, but no.
The only thing I'm like going, do I really want to watch that? Is Secret Invasion. Because it adds nothing. It adds nothing to the MCU.
It just exists. It's just there.
It's just there. It doesn't mean anything.
It's just Samuel L. Jackson walking about. Yeah.
Watch it on times 2 speed.
Yeah.
I watched it. And then slow it down for Olivia Colman.
Oh yeah.
And then speed it back up again.
Which will be like 2 minutes of the whole 6 episodes.
But I've also watched. I think it's called Lesbian Vampire Killers.
I saw that on your Letterboxd.
Yeah. You probably looked at it and went, why? And then went away. I watched that for some reason with some friends. Terrible.
Is it?
James Corden in it, so it tells you all about what you need to know. It's him just touching women, basically. That's basically the film.
Wow, when did this come out? 2009.
Yeah.
My dad owns this film on DVD.
It's basically a James Corden self-insert film. Yeah, it tells you all you need to know about it.
Did it come out after Gavin and Stacey?
It must, because they're the two leads.
I was going to say.
Yeah, not good at all.
You gave
Right,
that half a star.
So they're vampire killers, but all the vampires just so happen to be lesbians.
Yeah, and there's like about 3 scenes of them just feeling each other up. There's nothing lesbian about the film. It's just they just took a word in there and just said, yeah, why not?
Well, I know what I'm watching tonight.
Yeah, it's literally just a James Corden fantasy film that he's somehow got actresses to be involved with. Yeah.
Wow.
You're looking at it right now.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Yeah. We usually watch a slot film of the week.
Yeah.
It's usually, what's the worst film?
What's the worst possible film I could watch?
Borat's been in one of them.
That's a good film.
Yeah, it's very good, but it is slop.
What do you mean? There's art.
It's art in saying things and mocking America.
Oh, that is very true.
And that's become very much a thing to do these days.
Yeah.
I think last week or the week before was Married at First Sight. So this tells you, the what I'm forced to watch with my friends.
Maths UK or Maths Australia?
I don't even know which one it was. I just blindly followed.
So I'll just watch it.
Yeah.
It's on.
I was like the SpongeBob meme where he's like chained, but it's just he can easily get away, but he's still chained there.
Yeah.
Lesbian vampire killers, Borat, and Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
This is quite a collection for your filmography.
Why don't you all watch something that you'll enjoy?
Well, what's the fun in that?
Good point. Good point. So bad, but like Lesbian Vampire Killers wasn't like even so bad it's good. It was just awful.
No, it was like, when is this over?
Right.
Basically, but we had to watch the end of it because
We wanted to see how it ends.
we were this far into it. We couldn't just
we can't stop now.
Yeah, we couldn't leave the game basically.
Mm.
And I've only watched one episode I discussed in the Altered Carbon.
Oh yeah.
Which is basically like a sci-fi cyberpunk type of thing. I can't comment too much on it because again I've only watched one episode, but it seemed pretty fun, and I might watch it later on today.
Oh, it's the one with trying to remember his name.
He's in Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, that guy. He plays Rick Flag.
Yeah, can't remember the actor's name.
Apparently,
I don't think he was in anything else.
No, he just appears, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I think he just spawned in for Suicide Squad, and that was it.
Suicide Squad.
yeah,
man.
he's in Suicide Squad and then nothing else.
Yeah.
The Suicide Squad.
Someone else. I can't remember. Why do I not know this person's name? He's Captain America.
Chris Evans.
No, the other one, the new one, the one we have. now.
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie. Right,
Yeah, I think he's in the second season.
Anthony Mackie's in it. Apparently.
Yeah, I think I don't know what the reviews are like on it. I just looked cool, so I just watched it.
Yeah.
And that's basically how things go.
It's good to just go. Well, it must have done well for it to spawn. Did it get 2 seasons?
Yeah, it has, but I don't know if it's been renewed for a third or not. I'm not too sure.
Because I think TV is quite starved for sci-fi shows.
It is.
That aren't just already firmly established, like Star Trek and Doctor Who.
And they did Edge Runners, which is based off the game. That's amazing. And that's getting renewed for a second season because it did extremely.
Yeah.
It basically revived the game.
Essentially, yeah.
And that's one of my favourite games as well. And I think if Edge Runners didn't exist, there wouldn't probably be another Cyberpunk. Well, they're doing another game. So I don't think the DLC would come out. And
I've got another crack at it.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, let's try.
Let's do round 2. Let's see what.
Try and release it when it's finished this time.
Well, yeah. But that's basically all I have to say of what I've watched and what I've done this week, apart from the obvious work. That great word. that glorious word.
The grind.
That is a pretty good section from you, Jack.
Thank you
very much for
Thank
your
you very
input.
much. Thank you.
In terms of what I've been doing, thank you.
Little advert right there.
Thank you. In terms of what I've been doing this past week, I've read another book.
Ooh.
Just
getting
finished.
through the.
I like
Very
reading.
intellectual
I
man.
have a lot of time at work to read books on my breaks.
What is the book in question?
Thanks. This book is called Box Office Poison: Hollywood's Story in a Century of Flops.
This sounds brilliant.
Yeah, this is written by Tim Roby, who has worked in the industry for about 20 years. He's a journalist. He writes for I think the Telegraph. I think he's written for the Telegraph for about 15 years, and he has just obviously a big movie fan, and he's just brought together a bunch of films that were meant to be like this big thing, but then flopped spectacularly into just this big edition of him just talking about it and saying this one's truly terrible and I can't really watch it, or this one actually has some good things in it and is trying to say something, and then talking about all the behind the scenes stuff from the backstage drama, and for most of these there was almost always backstage drama. And there's a few people know there's Intolerance. That was D.W. Griffith's next film after Birth of a Nation, which flopped spectacularly. Cleopatra's in there, which almost killed Fox in the 60s. That lost big time. Because it just was too expensive to make. There's some from the silent era and some from the 40s where nothing really flopped, but then there were just this underlying ones that just flopped. This is for some reason. There's some ones from the 90s. Like, there's a lot from the 90s that flopped a lot. There's one for Catwoman.
No.
Of course, they brought up Catwoman.
What a brilliant film.
And the final issue, because the final chapter is Cats.
Oh, who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Monumental bomb, and he stopped it there. He could have kept going because there have been bombs since. He says the most one after, I think the one that was the closest to getting a chapter after Cats was Babylon, which came out in 2023. Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie, which I think is an exceptionally made film.
It's a shame.
it's a shame no one watched it.
It's
Like
bizarre.
literally no one, and it was by Damien Chazelle as well, who'd just come off La La Land. So I think he thought, yeah, I could put chapter in there, but he thought I'll leave it at 2019 because after COVID and the streaming age, Hollywood and Hollywood studios take less risks nowadays. So you don't really see mid-level or mid-budget movies and then dramatic bombs because everyone's just playing it safe and trying to get like $1 billion, multi-million-dollar movie, which is what cinema has become. Really, you don't really see sort of mid-level, mid-budget films anymore. They're either big blockbusters or they're small little 10 million, 20 million indie projects, or they're 5 million under horror films.
Yeah.
That's
basically how it is now.
That's cinema these days. So he thought I'll leave it at 2019 because we don't make films like don't make bombs like we used to.
No.
Nothing bombs like these lot anymore. Nothing bomb. You can't make another bomb like Cats. He finishes the book off with.
Who was in Cats, by the way? James Corden.
James Corden was in Cats. Rebel Wilson was in Cats. Judi Dench was in Cats. Ian McKellen was in Cats. Idris Elba was in Cats. Taylor Swift was in Cats. She's the only one that actually got off scot-free, really, because she wasn't in it for that long, and then she just skedaddles when it gets worse. Jason Derulo is in Cats. Jennifer Hudson is in Cats.
With a snotty nose.
With a snotty nose. Trying to sing Memories.
Yeah.
It's not great. Everything is disproportionately sized. How big are these cats? How small are these cats? It doesn't make sense. Why would you make a movie of an Andrew Lloyd Webber musical? Because most Andrew Lloyd Webber musicals are a good stage show, but they don't make any sense in terms of narrative.
No.
Cats is not a narrative movie.
No.
It was just a very bad idea.
And neither is Phantom of the Opera, really, which is why the musical version of the film does not work.
They're rumouring to like remake that into a film again. I don't know who.
I think they might just be making the actual Phantom of the Opera, like
without
the traditional
music.
one without the music.
I'd like that. I don't like the.
Let's just hope they never make a movie for 6 or a Vita.
Why?
Let's not. I'm saying let's not.
We've already got a Vita, haven't we?
Do we? I don't know.
Madonna played.
Oh, that's a shame.
That says everything about that.
That's a shame. And then I haven't been able to really watch anything extra because most of my time during this week has been taken up by playing a game.
And what game is it?
Game specifically that I bought the deluxe edition for, so I got to play it 3 days early.
And he completed it in day 1.
No, I haven't. Haven't completed it yet. I'm taking my bittersweet time and roaming around.
Marinated it.
Because this is Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight.
Finally, after long last.
After long last, this has been a very much anticipated game for many people. People love Lego games, people love Batman, people just love great video games. People who love the Arkham series. Because this has combat and stealth that's very akin to Arkham, but more playful, less crisp and jagged. More Lego style. More Lego style. It's got the Lego humor that you see in most Lego games. It brings me back to like a sort of simpler time of Lego Marvel superheroes. I think it's got very much that sort of start and that sort of feeling to it. And it is essentially Lego's telling of the Batman saga in terms of his formative years and moving up as a crime fighter. Completely new story and new storylines, but based on stuff that's happened to Batman in the comics and in the TV shows and in the movies. And it's sort of a real mishmash of all like Batman media into one. So you got stuff from the films from the 66 movie to the Batman and everything in between. You got stuff from the TV shows that have been mentioned in the animated series and stuff from the comic books, and then showing stuff from the Arkham series. I think mostly from the Arkham series because they're the most known and well-known Batman games. There's hundreds of suits.
Something for everybody.
Over 100 suits for everyone. You can play 7 characters, which is odd for a Lego game because normally you get hundreds of characters to play as, but they've decided to focus on just 7, so everyone feels more unique. Everyone's got their own sort of moveset. You can play as Batman, obviously.
Who would have thought, eh?
Who would have thought, hey, make a Batman game and decide to not have Batman be playable? Gotham Knights.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Guess how well Gotham Knights did.
That was
Not well.
best.
Not well at all. Yes, you can play as Batman, Commissioner Gordon, Catwoman, Robin, Batgirl, Nightwing, and Talia al Ghul.
Talia al Ghul feels quite out of place.
It doesn't. It doesn't for the story.
Okay.
Because the story's
That's right.
gone well. I think there's 5 overall chapters. I'm about to enter chapter 4.
How long
I've-
is each episode-ish?
I think there's about 3 or 4 levels, like main levels, in each chapter.
Okay.
I think there's normally a main baddie that you sort of defeating in every level.
Yeah.
I've had Poison Ivy. I've had Two-Face. I've had Joker. I think I'm getting Joker again soon.
Couldn't say why.
Yes, because I think the first time you do Joker, it's the Batman '89 Jack Nicholson Joker version, and I think the next time you're meeting Joker, it's going to be the Heath Ledger version.
That'd be fun.
Where's the child letter one?
Oddly enough, it's not come up.
Oh,
And also, oddly enough, despite the fact that the suit is in the game and the car is in the game, not a lot of mentioning for the Ben Affleck Dawn of Justice Batman.
I'm not surprised.
Not surprised, probably because he does have a lot of iconic Batman stuff in him. He's just there,
Yeah.
Sweeping under the rug
just
there.
there.
Yeah.
He's sweeping. This is
That
Batman.
happened.
Yeah.
So did the
not-
racist Batman.
Yeah, not a
from,
lot of
like, the
proper like
first-
film mentions. Not a lot of film mentions for that one. Not a lot of proper film like mentions and stuff from the movie from Batman '66.
Yeah.
Although there's a lot of references and Easter eggs to that. Like he's got a bat phone, it's ringing, and Robin keeps making quips,
Yeah.
and Batman's like, "Shut up, stop talking."
Is there anything from the new film?
Yeah, there's loads of stuff from the Batman. I think the first chapter is very much akin to the Batman.
So it's set
But
in Liverpool.
it's like a lot of stuff. Yes,
Yeah.
Lego Liverpool.
there's a lot of stuff from the Batman, and there's a lot of stuff from Batman Begins
Yeah.
in the first chapter, and then chapter 2's very much akin to Batman Returns and Batman '89. Chapter 3 was very much akin to the Joel Schumacher film, so Batman Forever and Batman and Robin.
Oh my
A lot
god.
of stuff from that. That's when you face Poison Ivy.
Is it Uma Thurman's Poison Ivy? What does it look like?
It's the only Poison Ivy we've had.
Oh, that's a good point.
It's very
yeah.
odd because some of the villains, they've had them based on their comic book versions and looks, and some of them are based on how they look like in movies and TV shows. Like in chapter 1, you meet Ra's al Ghul. He doesn't look like Liam Neeson. He looks like he does in the comics.
Oh, shame.
He does have a line saying, "I have a very specific set of skills."
That's funny.
They've had like the Penguin is a mishmash of how he looks in the Batman and how he looks in Batman Returns, the Danny DeVito version.
Yeah.
Sort of picture that in my head.
So like he's short and got like hair sticking out like DeVito, but he's also like dressed quite well in a big purple suit. He's got the purple sports car like
Yeah.
the Colin Farrell version.
Did they take anything from the actual Gotham series or not? Is that kind of just...
I haven't noticed anything too much
Yeah.
at that point. I think one of the costumes that Jim Gordon has is from Gotham.
Yeah.
They've had some DLC you can get for the deluxe edition. You can get some Batman Beyond stuff. You can get some Arkham Trilogy stuff. So you can get the Arkham Batmobile from Arkham Knight, and a Robin that is completely bald, like he is in the game. Could have given him a hood, but oh well.
Bold Robin.
Yeah, we've had the 8 Jokers look like Batman '89. He's going to look like Dark Knight Heath Ledger soon. The Two-Face that we see is the Batman Forever Two-Face.
Tommy Lee Jones.
The Tommy Lee Jones. Riddler is a side character. Riddler trophies are back. If everyone enjoyed them in the Arkham series, he's comic book looking. The next chapter has been teased. We all know who's going to is Mr. Freeze and Bane are going to be in chapter 4.
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze looks like he does in Batman and Robin, the Arnold Schwarzenegger version, and
That's
Bane looks like he does in The Dark Knight Rises,
which is not comics accurate.
which is not comics accurate, but he's massive.
Yep.
He's a big fig, and he's voiced by Matt Berry.
Yes. Perfect.
You really are the most devious bastard in Gotham City. Is what it's going to be.
Perfect cast.
Perfect casting. I know, right? And you've got a Batcave. You construct your Batcave yourself. It's got customizable areas. You can customize your own Batcave. You can have there's big bat logos everywhere, and you can customize what the bat in the logo looks like.
I don't want to do this podcast anymore. I want to play Lego Batman.
You can customize your computer. You can change your screensaver
to a different bat.
Is there anything Lego Batman movie about the game?
Not especially.
No, because they did that with Lego Dimensions. I assumed that maybe they were like, right, we've done that.
We've done most of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'll
But
write to
overall,
them.
excellent game and very fun to play.
I'm jealous.
And a Gotham City that is really wide and expansive and
Yeah.
has a lot of character. It's probably the best Gotham City you can play in, because you can glide and grapple around everywhere, and it's really big. But then you can also just drive around everywhere, and you've got a bunch of options for what Batmobiles you want.
Can you fly anywhere? Is there a
Why
Batcopter?
would you be able to fly?
Because
You're a
that's
bat.
fun in Lego games.
You're a bat, but you're a bat.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you just
You're Batman. Batman don't fly. He glides.
Yeah, you glide pathetically.
Yeah.
But
In fairness,
vehicles-
the gliding does feel a lot more like flying than gliding. You can do it for quite a while.
Yeah.
But it feels good. I think gameplay's pretty good, and I think they've done the Arkham combat all right for a Lego game. I mean, if you want good Arkham combat, you just play an Arkham game. But
You
yeah,
just go back to
for,
that.
for what it is, and it's got different difficulty modes as well. First time ever for a Lego game. I went for
You went all out.
I went for sort of the middle of the road one, where you get a bunch of enemies, but you still got sort of unlimited lives and stuff like is for a Lego game. In case my sister wants to play it as well, but there is like the hardest difficulty. I think it's just called Dark Knight, where you have limited lives.
Yeah.
And if you lose those lives, you have to start all over again.
Yeah, like typical games do.
Like typical games do, yeah.
I'm not doing
So-
that.
You can go for the easiest one where you don't even have any enemies.
You just play in peaceful mode.
Just walking around.
No crime.
It's pacifist
Hey,
mode.
Batman. Hello.
Hey, look, it's pacifist Batman. You can get, they've got, again, you get gold bricks, which are skill bricks, so you use them to spend skills and stuff. You can upgrade your gadgets with like Wayne Tech upgrades. So it's like skill trees and stuff, and that's for every single character. Every single character's got
Has
different,
their own skill
got their own. Well, everyone's got the same skill tree in terms of skills and stuff that change the game. But everyone's got a different gadget skill tree because everyone's got their own gadgets. Everyone's got at least 2 gadgets. Anything else I want to say about it? No.
No.
I was going to say something, but okay, yeah, just play it. It's great.
Play it.
Play it. It's great.
5 out of 5 review, right?
Do
A
it.
5 out of 5. Do it.
Not 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Even better.
5 out of 5. And that's half of what 10 out of 10 is.
That is right.
You're making me confused now.
Too many numbers.
Oh no,
What's
let's
going
move on. Ron's more confused. Yes, shall we move it along to our first film
Yes.
of the day?
Yeah, mama.
Something that Jack can talk about with us.
Oh, that's right.
Something that we've just watched.
He's the expert in this one.
It is the movie Obsession. What?
He did the soundtrack.
The
Did you not notice?
The sound. Put the mic in the middle so we can hear Jack, I think, more.
Okay,
There we
I guess
go.
I'll just take this.
You take
Yeah.
this, because this segment will be, this is your expertise.
Yeah, this is my
Yes.
podium.
Jack can give his opinion first.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go through.
And then
I'm just
give
going
it
to go through
Robert.
a few things. Yes, I'm saying it's directed by
Curry Baker, I think.
yeah. Curry Bark. He directed, wrote, and he just directed and wrote it, and a bunch of other
He's
people produced
originally
it.
a YouTuber.
An actor, filmmaker, and comedian.
Yeah.
Internet sketch comedian. With
No, he plays the voice on the phone.
that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his only part.
Yeah, he made his directorial debut last year with Milk and Cereal. So actually, no, that came out in 2024.
So who were the actresses and actresses' names in this?
Yes, this stars
Because I think these are they're probably their breakout role, probably.
Michael Johnston as Baron Bear Bailey, the
Yeah.
main character in this. He was in the MTV series Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
How old was he in that? Because he's
Probably
not
young.
Probably a young buck.
Probably young.
Not that old.
Nikki Freeman, who's the other
Yeah.
like marquee person in this,
Yeah.
is played by Indy Navarrete, who is, I think, her only other role was as Sarah Cushing in Superman and Lois. It's the only other thing that she's had.
So a very,
Ev-
very good breakout role there.
Everyone else is completely unknown.
I think the guy who plays his Bear's friend
Mm-hmm.
is also Curry's friend as well, because I think he appears in his videos
Yes,
often.
Cooper Tomlinson. He's the other part of the duo of the sketch
Yeah.
comedy group that
Yeah.
Curry Barker was in. He doesn't have a Wikipedia page.
Nope.
That's how unknown he is.
Wow.
Yes, and again, it's cast with a bunch of relative unknowns.
It's not very nice.
for now.
Yeah, for now.
Because I think they're going to do all right after this.
Yeah.
It's a Universal Pictures distributed film alongside Focus Features. It had a budget
$750,
of
wasn't it?
between, I think, $750,000 to $1 million.
Yeah.
This is the lowest of the low budget these days.
How much was Iron Lung? If you can remember.
Iron Lung was 5 million.
Yeah.
I think it was 5 million. So yeah, low budget. That's what you
Yeah.
get for horrors. You can do for
Yeah.
low budget stuff.
I think all
As-
that
as-
was just paid on the excess blood, really. I think, wasn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. As long as you've got a good idea for horror,
Yeah.
you can do it at a relatively low budget. And it's currently got a box office of $79.8 million.
Wow.
Big
Wow.
profit. Big profit indeed. Yeah, because it was released. Yeah, it got its debut at the Toronto International Film Festival last year, and it was released last week in the United States, and we got it this week.
Yeah.
Just gone. What did we think of this film?
You want me to go first? And
Absolutely.
I thought it fantastic. It's the first time I've ever revisited the cinema to watch a film, so that tells you all it needs to know, really. And again, it's people you don't recognise, which is a nice change. You're not seeing the same face in the same role, because you kind of just... There's a lot of actors nowadays that kind of just get stereotypically casted into just doing this role.
I think it also helps for making it seem real.
Yes.
There's a horror aspect, because I think George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead, the first proper like zombie movie, was like applauded for having actors in it that no one had seen before.
Yeah.
Because it made it feel more real. So you're not kind of pulled out of it in a small way, saying, "Oh, I know that person. He's in that, or he's in that." You just get sort of lost in the film, in a way.
I think everyone involved did amazingly well, especially when it's their first major important role. I think, very, very, very good is all I can say. Probably discuss it in more detail very soon, but I'll just give it to Robert to see what he thinks.
Absolutely.
Fucking terrifying.
Which is the best thing you can say.
It's true. That's what it's supposed to be. I don't know, because I'm weird with horror. Like I love it. There are certain ones that I absolutely love, but I just, like Joe said before, we scare quite easy. I think for me more it's like the suddenness and like loud noises, and there's a lot of screaming and shouting in this, and it put me on edge quite a lot. But some people might not find that like unsettling.
For me, I don't find any entertainment value in being scared shitless. Like I go to the cinema to have a nice time and just lose myself in a in a world, and horror kind of takes me out of that. I'm fine with sort of monster movies and stuff because that's too otherworldly. I think that can't be real.
It's too far fetched.
This could be real in a way.
Because it's
a
the
very
simplest.
simple idea. Done very, very well.
It's literally a snap. It's like this and weapons. Like it's the simple thing as a snap.
Of just something happening.
Stuff. But it was really great. It really was. Just so, I keep saying this like every episode, but films nowadays, I just feel like they're not as surprising as like they have been in the past, like pre-COVID and things like that. And this very much just felt like you didn't really know what was going to... exactly. And it was... And the way that they used the camera and where they positioned her, and
lighting was very, very important in this.
100%. In so many different ways as well. It's not just like the way they sort of manipulate shadows in this, I think, is just so clever, and will really take you by surprise. but it doesn't always like make you jump. It just makes you go like, oh my god, like when you were describing this film to me the other day,
Yeah.
you were like, oh my fucking god, she's there.
Yeah.
That's very much what you're doing
Yeah.
throughout the film.
They definitely save on lighting for this
Yeah.
budget.
Yeah,
Because there's not a lot of it.
There's a lot of
But the use of it is extraordinary.
yeah,
there's a lot of open space in the background that's left for thinking, is she going to appear next? Sometimes she doesn't, and then sometimes you might see her just sprint across the screen.
It's like the original Halloween, where there was a bunch of dead space, and it made you think, oh, is he there?
Yeah.
Oh, is he there?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like this. And then he appears out of nowhere.
yeah.
It doesn't rely a lot on cheap, jump scares
That's
that
it,
a lot
yeah.
of horror films.
Which has been a real crutch for a lot of horrors for the past 10, 20 years.
Yeah.
And we're sort of getting out of that because,
Good.
I mean, last year horror had a bumper year. There was so much good horror last year.
Yeah.
So much horror that even we had to take notice
I know.
of just the sheer quality of how good everything was.
I made you see weapons. I was like, you
I
would
mean,
go and see
yeah.
weapons.
I mean, there was acting awards for 2 horror films at the Academy Awards this year. One for Michael B. Jordan, the other for Amy Madigan for Best Supporting Actress in Weapons.
Yeah.
And Sinner was nominated for Best Picture. A horror film was nominated for Best Picture.
It probably won't because it's so low budget, but I think it'd be really nice to at least see this get some acting nominations.
Yes.
Is there like an indie award?
There is not.
No, it's very
It's not.
main.
I think
very
especially for
Yeah.
Indy Navarrete, who is exceptional
Yes.
in this.
Yeah.
I highly expect her to do big things after this because she thoroughly deserves it because she
Basically
gives
playing 2 characters.
she gives her all in this.
and you believe it as well.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
well. That's the main. It's when she switches, it feels like a character's almost gone on this like journey to get to that point. If that makes sense, like she's still coming round to it when it first happens, but just watching her do that is
And as the film progresses, it gets a lot more.
And there's just a click, and and she just goes back and forth to it so seamlessly. And as someone who's done acting, that's quite a difficult thing to pull off, I feel. So full props to her.
Yeah. And what did you think, Jen?
I thought, well, again, not a fan of horror, but I've got to hold my hands up and say, yeah, excellent. Excellent. I think in terms of what it's trying, I always look at what a film is trying to be, because if you're basing everything off, the greatest films of all time, and how does this compare to Shawshank Redemption or Citizen Kane and all that, and especially with horror, you've got to see what the film is doing and what the film is trying to be. And I think what this film does and what it tries to be, it does it with such exceptional wellness. That's not a sentence, but I'm gonna go for it. Some exceptional wellness. Yes, it just nails every single bit about itself, keeping it sort of grounded. The performances, the writing gets really good. I think not a big fan of like sort of people stammering through lines, so it takes it down a bit for me because there's a lot of that. I feel, especially from the main character, which I guess makes it feel more real. But I think say words. I'm gonna stammer all over the place, so at least I can have people say words. Lighting's really good. It's shot extremely well, and you pretty much see all of the money that they had spent on this film, and I don't think a cent was wasted. And I think we need more like sort of low budget films like this. I would love to see something like this that's not horror, but I think this plays it very well. It's quite horror light. I think we all agree it's not.
Speak for yourself.
It's not full on
not
horror.
No, it's not.
Yeah. But you can't like say it's not horror. It's the
aspects are still there, but
because the aspects of horror thing. But it's not the most horrifying thing you'll see. This is still, if you're not a horror fan, this is still sort of watchable. It's oddly funny in some moments, which I think I enjoyed. I prefer it when horrors that can be sort of funny at one point.
I think it's the awkward funny because it's just like it's like what has just happened and there's like what is going on.
It's got some great gory moments. I think it's built on its goriness and sort of violence, sort of just quick out of nowhere violence that really goes for, again, tremendously acted and tremendously written. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I don't think I can say anything more about it really without properly spoiling it. Which we could spoil it now. Shall we get into spoilers?
Yeah.
Spoilers. Favourite scene?
I didn't watch your guys' favourite scene because I knew it was coming.
The scene in the car was extremely gory, and you knew it was coming. You knew the second the scene would start, you knew she's going to appear. You don't know when, you don't know how, you just know she's going to appear.
Yes.
They're normally talking, and within a second,
bam!
Yeah,
it's all happened.
Yeah, and it's just an absolutely just gory mess, basically.
And if you don't know what's happening, we're not going to spoil that bit.
Yeah.
But it involves 3 people, or 2 people and 1 demon.
A love triangle, basically.
A real love triangle going on. A car window, a steering wheel, and a brick.
Yeah. Let me piece that together.
I'll let you come up with. You use your imagination as whatever you think is going on. So the idea, the premise of the film, is that the main character, Baron or Bear, as people call him, because it's short for Baron. Because we would say Baron, but Americans would say Baron. Baron. So they're going to call him Bear. Has an infatuation with his best friend Nikki, and wants to ask her out. Wants to say, "I like you. Shall we do dates?"
He's too much of a wuss.
He's too much of a wuss.
Yeah.
Just this is the thing you need to get over, guys. Just ask the person if she if she says no, she says no. You move on.
Yeah.
It's fine, but you gotta ask.
Yeah.
You gotta say a thing. And he wants to get a gift for her. But while he's trying to get a gift for her, he finds this thing in the shop. It's called a one-wish willow. And it's basically a box, and it's got a willow branch in it. And you say your wish, and then you break the willow. And the wish is designed to come true. Apparently, some people say it does work, some people say it doesn't work.
Power of Reddit.
I like that.
Yes.
Reddit was called.
There's a Reddit scene in this. He looks up, do these work? And then he goes to Reddit, or their version of Reddit, because they couldn't get it.
It's called Probe as well.
It's called Probe, yep.
Why the hell not?
Because that's what Google does.
Yeah.
He gets that. He's going to give it to her. Then he chickens out again, while he's also chickening out of saying that he likes her, because she always says, "Do you like me?"
She fucking asks
Asks
him.
him. You say yes. It's the most easiest thing though. As friends, yeah. And she goes to walk in. Then he gets frustrated with himself. Opens up the One Wish Willow.
Does its theme tune music?
Yes, it does. It's got a theme tune when you open up and say, I wish Nikki to love me forever and ever. Or on the similar lines, then he breaks it.
Yeah.
And there's a pause. And then Nikki changes into a completely different person that's so infatuated with him.
Yeah.
And it's very weird and odd, and you can tell that something's not right. So, do we think it's a demon?
It's definitely something that's not of this world.
Mm.
When she turns back to herself, she only calls it she. It's just another.
Like a
person.
seeing like another entity that's taken over. So maybe this is a willow tree that is possessed. It's a demon possessed. Maybe it's got the souls of others in it.
Because she's trapped somewhere, isn't she? When
Yeah.
it rings up the
Maybe he rings up the company and
Get out.
yeah.
Do you want to hear a scream?
Yeah.
that's her. So was he talking with Satan? Maybe that was Satan.
It's fun to theorise.
It is fun to theorize. It's like, I think, proof of a good movie. It makes you think about things that could happen.
Yeah.
Saying what's the basis of this? You can have fan theories and stuff, because not everything needs to be answered.
No.
You need to leave. I like films that leave stuff open to interpretation. A great horror film for that is The Thing.
Yeah.
Where you don't know exactly if it's been killed or not.
Yeah.
You just gotta sort of guess, like, okay, I don't exactly trust everyone here, but okay.
That's part of the fun. I feel like a lot of horror films would have just in the third act revealed what it was and where she went to and stuff. But I love that this film doesn't do that.
Explanation.
It's like this
Yeah.
is what it is.
A lot of horror films overexpose themselves with like deep lore
Yeah.
and shit.
It's like, no.
There's no physical form to this thing. It just
Yeah. Like, I think Long Legs does that too. I really liked Long Legs, but at the end it does like so this is actually what happened, and it's like, I don't know how I feel about just knowing everything, even though a lot of it feels like there isn't an answer to it. So
I think the film that does well is Smile.
Smile does that very well.
Yeah. Because it shows you and it's absolutely disgusting.
And Smile 1 and Smile 2 are complete. It's not a story that just keeps going. It's a different person. Of being affected by this thing.
By the way, can you imagine me watching Smile after watching this?
Yeah. And you've watched Smile. You
watched
watched
both
them.
of
You
them,
watched
and
both
they were
of them.
in the cinema, and I was sat there for the whole thing.
Barely saw it
horrible.
between like
I know,
his
literally,
fingers
I was
like that.
God, especially the bit where she's looking at a computer. Oh my God. I'll never forget.
But again, I think we all agree this is a great film.
Yeah,
It's definitely one of the films of the year, I think.
Yeah.
Especially for the horror genre at the moment. But no, we've still got some coming up.
There's quite a lot of horror coming out.
There always is. There always is, Robert. Just a quick Letterboxd for it at the moment. At the moment, it's got a 4.2 rating.
That's very good.
Yeah.
On commendable at the moment, and some quick reviews for you. We got a 5-star review and a hearted one. Saying, nobody take this in any way, but Bear looks like exactly Dave Franco and Charlie Kirk had a baby.
Ew. I don't want to think about that.
I see it though, you see it though, in your mind's eye, you see it. Here's a 4-star review. Men love the idea of a manic pixie dream girl until she's actually manic, shaking my head.
Yeah. I think the good thing as well with the film is she's not actually the villain.
Yeah.
She's not.
No, it's Bear.
It's always the guy.
Yeah.
He's a white man in a horror film. It's going to be him that's the real villain.
Yeah.
Because he had plenty of times to go back on what happened, and each time he walks away from it. And when he rings the guy on the phone, he doesn't say cancel at first. He says revert. He wants to change it. He doesn't want to
change
cancel
it.
straight away.
I want to keep it, but I just want it as like a shot. Like, that's not how it works.
So he's still in this deluded fantasy world where if it works with him, then it's fine.
Yeah.
But obviously, not
one rule for me, but not for thee. All
I
that.
should have known that something would have happened to Sarah getting in that car was a silly idea.
Yeah.
It's a silly idea. It was a really silly idea. And then one more. We got a 4-star review and a hearted emoji. Men will literally do anything but confess their feelings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Confess your feelings, guys.
Yeah.
Get emotional. Well, you heart.
Come on.
Go on.
2026.
Oh, damn, you're right.
Oh no, we've caught him out.
I need to get out of here.
Oh shit, I had a meeting.
Oh my gosh.
Well, yes, we shall move it along. We're going to do a film, then a TV show, then a film. So now we're going to be talking about the final climactic season of a little superhero show called The Boys.
Yeah.
And it's available to watch on Amazon Prime Video.
Gotta pay for it.
Do have to pay for it.
Free shipping included.
Yes, free shipping included. Unless your parents pay for it, in which case you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
So just
Next
enjoy
day
it.
delivery.
Next day delivery. Just ask your parents. You know, everyone's got Prime. It's like the highest subscribed.
Just like a starter pack in it, really.
It's the highest. I think it's the highest subscribed streaming service. But that's mostly because Prime delivery. I feel.
So much good stuff on it.
But there's a lot of good stuff on Prime. Especially this. We are now 5 seasons in. It's the 5th and final season of The Boys.
Yeah.
Although not the end of The Boys universe, because we.
Gotta keep milking it.
Because gotta keep milking it. You can tell from a couple of episodes in the show where that's saying, oh, look at all these people. Do you know all these people? Do you remember all these people? Because you're going to see them in our new show, Vault Rising.
Yeah. Let's make them a little less racist, so that you'll.
Make them only slightly racist. Make them like lovey-dovey and all shit. Anyway, so you got someone to root for.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the final season of The Boys. Everything's coming to a head. It's 8 episodes long, finished last week. Overall, what do we think of the show in general?
I think that this is one of the best superhero shows ever made. I've thoroughly enjoyed every season pretty much equally up until this one. But I've still enjoyed this season. I don't think this is a bad season of television. I think it's not a great final season of a show that's been so beloved and has gone on for as long as it has. But I love the show, and I really like Gen V as well. I just love the world and the characters. But yeah, season 5, we'll get into it. What do you think, Jackathy?
Again, it's an enjoyable watch. And I
Yes.
think a lot of people watch it because it's funny. It does that job.
And it's season 5. I think people are getting into the tropes of what
Yeah.
what happens in The Boys. Like nothing shocking anymore. People just roll
Yeah,
with
it's
the
just
punch.
kind of the norm. But this is your 5th season. This is your last season, and you've got a lot of stuff to tell. And you've got a lot of characters that have been brought into it as well, because you've got Gen V, and they had a lot to do with not a lot of time, and it feels feels very rushed.
You could say that
Yeah.
in various episodes. Yes,
Yeah.
it feels very rushed.
And there's a lot of just, why do we need that scene? Where we've already got past that. These superheroes are not really superheroes, and we don't really need time to to show them why they like this.
Yeah.
When it could be spent on really important scenes where it's trying to build up to the climax of it.
That's it.
But it was a 5th season. In terms of a climax season, very poor. Maybe if it was the 2nd, 3rd season, pretty good.
Yeah.
But you need to do a lot of stuff to wrap it up in, and especially the only finale episode being an hour long, you do not have the time to tell everything in an hour, and it just feels just like
The final episode should at least have been feature length. Hour and a
Yeah.
half.
100%. Especially because it played in some cinemas.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Get your bang for your buck.
yeah.
In 4DX, it would be even more expensive.
But it was all right. But as last seasons go, very very poor.
I feel like I disagree with pretty much everyone
Oh,
because I thought this final season was stupendous.
no.
I thought it nailed down everything because this is by showrunner Eric Kripke, who's before this was most well known for doing Supernatural, which also has Jason Ackles in it,
Yeah, a
who plays
lot of actors return.
who plays Soldier Boy in this, and he did multiple they did 15 seasons of Supernatural,
Yeah.
and it started to fall off after the 5th season because they got because he had a story in his head for Supernatural that was going to be 5 seasons long. Then he did that, and they said, "No, we want another one. No, just keep making it."
And
then
then
it sort of,
DJ Khaled, basically.
yeah, and then it just sort of got taken away from
Yeah.
him, and it just
lost its charm.
lost its charm. So I think his idea was always going to be 5 seasons for this, just to
Yeah.
keep that quality. Again, I've loved pretty much every season. Season 4 was a bit of a dip, I thought, but I thought they really brought it back with this season. A lot of the episodes that people are hating on, I really loved. I liked the one-shot episode where we got just different little stories, and then there was the climactic ending to it as well. I liked moments in the episode, the penultimate episode, which people hate for some reason, because I think people are saying this is the penultimate episode. There's just you need to.
Yeah.
I thought they thought there was going to be more ramping up, and I think people were thinking more deaths. More people are going to die. Why have more people not died yet? And all of that jazz. It started off really well. Episode 1 was great, and they killed off Ain Train early.
Yeah.
He got a nice send off,
Yeah.
nice heroic moment. at
Very
the
good
end,
character
real
arc.
full circle
Yeah.
stuff. I think a lot of this season has been a lot of full circle stuff for a lot of characters.
Yeah.
I loved the ending. I thought the final. Jack's getting a call.
Yeah. That's alright.
Someone's popular that people call him.
No, not surprisingly.
A lot of full circle moments for people in the final season. The Deep, as ever, gets a little side thing where he's
Yeah.
just doing a mad thing, and that happens every season.
Just being deep,
Just
basically. Yeah.
deep being deep.
Being
And,
insufferable,
yeah,
but
Chase Crawford,
Yeah.
I think he gets.
he plays it amazingly.
He plays it
Yeah.
amazingly. He's underrated in terms of how well he does.
Yeah.
I really like Huey. Huey's got a lot to do in this season, I think, and really got a lot to do in the final episode. Again, Carl Urban, can't look past Carl Urban
Yeah.
as Billy Butcher. He's
Just
become
whatever he says is hilarious.
he's become
Yeah.
iconic, and Anthony Starr, of course, as Homelander, is
Perfect
exceptional.
casting,
He deserves an Emmy nomination for this, and this should be sort of a legacy Emmy because he's not been even nominated for an Emmy for his performance as Homelander. And people need to see the character for what it is. You're not supposed to like this person.
Yeah.
He should just be left in memes.
Yeah.
And you should
Seen
not.
the memes
You
about me.
yeah, you should not be heroifying this person. This person you need to hate, and he plays it so well like that because people were upset in the final episode that he just becomes a groveling mess.
Well, that's the whole point.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
All he has is his power, and when that's taken away from him, it's the Trump metaphor. When he doesn't have power,
Yeah.
or when he can't bully someone,
Well, A-Train says it.
he turns into a little child.
Yeah.
Since a tiny little child, it's happened for every season for Homelander.
Yeah.
When he comes up with someone who's not afraid of him and does not like him, he just sort of quivers down. Like it happens every time he talks to Giancarlo Esposito's character.
Yeah.
It happens in this as well, where they had a sort of informant in a few episodes before, who has like know-how on old soup stuff, and he finds him, and he's not afraid of him.
The legend.
The legend, yeah. He's not afraid of
Yeah.
Homelander, but he also doesn't hate Homelander.
He just pities him, really.
He just sort of pities him. I think Homelander appreciates that more, rather than someone not being scared of him and also hating him.
Yeah.
And I also particularly love the final showdown between Butcher and Homelander.
Yeah, it was good.
And the little tete-a-tete. And then just when he loses his powers, becomes a sobbing little
Yeah.
child.
Yeah.
And the moment when his laser eyes don't work and he tries to fly, and then Butcher just stops,
Yeah.
smiling,
Yeah.
and then beats the shit out of
Yeah.
him, and just stabs a crowbar through his head.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Satisfying.
Yeah.
It was satisfying. And then in the final episode, when you see like the evolution of Butcher, and then the characterization just all comes back of he can't quit this because he's got nothing else.
Yeah. This is. Yeah.
And then after that, he's got no one. So what else can he do but kill everyone?
Yeah.
Every soup he can. So the final doesn't become Homelander versus Butcher. It becomes Huey versus Butcher, the two people that started it all.
Yeah.
And the final shot is very akin to the first shot that we ever see for the boys. I like the full circleness of it. I loved it this season. I thought it was great.
Very good. Do we think that Butcher should have released the virus? I think yes.
I think no.
I think
I think no. You have to believe in hope.
They're all perverts and fucking.
They are all perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Apart from Starlight, lock her in a room and keep her safe.
There's only a very few that are just beyond saving, and that are redeemable, but the vast majority are just like, what is going on?
I think that's what. Like, I think the finale is solid. I wouldn't say it was like. I don't know. I think there's just something about the end that just like they're like, oh, Homelander's gone. All right, yeah, but there's also so
Yeah.
many other superheroes.
I think it just needed an extra hour.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, give it an extra
Yeah.
hour. Put
Just-
some more cameos
just-
in it and stuff. And
Yeah.
I thought Father this season. He only came in this season.
I think he did a very good
Yeah.
job. He had a very nice death.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was fantastic. I think he was doomed either way.
Was that like Ashley's plan? Did Ashley know that?
I don't think
I don't
so.
think
Right.
so.
Because I think he has two different screams.
Right. Okay.
He's
There's a difference between a moan and a scream.
yeah,
That's very true. Didn't think of that.
And if he's already got it in, and then he says something, not like he's midway
Yeah.
through, and then
it's very Black Bolt-esque.
Yeah.
was very Black Bolt Multiverse of Madness-esque.
I wish they'd gone a bit further with that. I feel like when you think of his character, like he was cool and he had like really good idea, but like what did he actually do at the end of the day?
Well,
He denounced Jesus,
yeah,
He denounced
and then
Jesus.
said Homelander was a god,
Yeah.
and that would have been pretty garish and gone, wow, they're going here, if Donald Trump had not already done it.
yeah,
The statue and then like that
And
statue
in
and
the same
picture.
week,
yeah,
Trump gives a gold statue of himself.
yeah,
And Eric Crick, he was like, you can't make this shit
I
up.
was like,
yeah.
I tried, guys, but he just, reality's beaten me.
And then he even jokes about Elon Musk as well.
Yeah.
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 And then Elon Musk cried about that as well.
Yeah, so, oh, we've written the thing, you've written there, you couldn't do a worse thing. Oh, yeah, because they put you in it and
Yeah.
they just smirched you,
Yeah,
said you were a fucking idiot,
Yeah.
and then you got sent off into space where
Yeah.
you belong.
See it in the background.
Just up and then down.
yeah.
I thought it was great. I can't wait. I actually can't wait to watch Fort Rising.
I think that's where the budget went. I think for the season because, like always, there's a massive budget cut, and you can see with a few scenes where the budget has definitely gone down. With the scene where they go to that abandoned building.
Yeah, there's a few budget cuts.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna try and smash it out of the park with Fort Rising to try and win people back. I think.
Yes.
Very good from what we've seen.
But it's good that they're not continuing it with as just the boys. That's not the boys season 6.
Yeah.
They're fully capping off the boys as a whole. You have 5 seasons.
Yeah.
That's good. If you just want to watch that, you just watch that.
Yeah.
That is perfectly fine.
I think a lot of the stories were told. Huey and Starling. That's their story wrapped up.
I think they'd already been wrapped up before the season started, so you weren't going to. You knew they were going to be fine. I thought Butcher was going to live.
No, I don't. I would never think he would live.
I liked the ending. I thought it was poignant and very, very well done.
Yeah.
Well, got his lady back as well.
That's
all that matters.
and now he's adopted Ryan.
Adopted a son. Did Ryan want that? It was hard to tell.
Yeah,
I've not got much choice.
Yeah, he was just there for the ride, I think, weren't he? And then Gen V just appeared.
They were in it.
They were there.
They were there. Despite in season 2 saying, "You could be just as powerful as Homelander."
Yeah.
And they said she was like the key, and someone said the only key she turned was the fucking ignition on that van.
Yeah.
It drove across America.
Yeah.
Share the microphone, please, lads.
Sorry. I am.
No,
It's in the half. It's in half.
Because we need to hear Robert.
Just
Because he's quiet anyway. So.
Sorry.
Maria Moreau was such a cool character. The way that they built her up, especially the first season, with her powers, and season 2 was all about her training and to be able to control them. And then Starlight's just like, no, you can't control your powers. It's like, well, we just fucking saw like 8 episodes of her trying to control them.
2 seasons of this.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
She should have been at the fight at the end. What was the point of Gen V? If that's their ending.
I think Gen V was essentially them testing. Can we do a boys spin-off?
I like
And
money.
Yeah.
Money.
So annoying.
Jeffrey Bezos. Jeffrey Bezos. Hey, let's not tax the people that are under the 3%, but don't tax me either. But just make them not pay tax, but don't make me pay tax.
I hate people.
It's not going to help if I pay tax.
No.
Yes, we like Prime. We like having it, but we think, and because of that, we wish that the guy who runs it paid more tax.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Just pay more tax, and then you'll be fine. Anyway, The Boys, season 5.
Yeah.
The Boys is over, and now we're moving along to another franchise.
Oh.
That's over now.
No, it's very much not over.
That's getting milk dry.
It will never die.
No.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. Because the latest big movie of the week has come out. It is Star Wars: The Mandalorian and Grogu. This is the 3rd Star Wars film that is not in the Skywalker saga. This is.
But it also technically is. This is what I don't like. Solo is a character who is in the Skywalker saga. How is his film not part of that saga?
It doesn't
Skywalker there.
It doesn't have.
It doesn't Skywalker there.
It doesn't have a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away at the start. It doesn't have the Star Wars logo at the start. It doesn't have
Rogue One.
It doesn't have it. It doesn't say it's an episode. It doesn't have a crawl at the start. It's not technically being told to you by R2D2, which is apparently the fan theory of what Star Wars is. Because R2D2's in all 9 of them.
It's also got Childish Gambino.
Also got Childish Gambino in it.
Having sex with a robot.
Having sex with a robot.
Gotta have that in there.
Being in love with a robot.
Yeah.
The Millennium Falcon is the ghost of that robot.
No, it has the brain of
The brain of the robot.
Yes. This again.
Not
The
337.
3rd non-Skywalker saga movie after Rogue One and Solo. This essentially is another section of the Mandalorian TV show. We had 3 seasons of it. I'm all caught up on it.
Yeah.
I watched pretty much all 3 seasons just before I watched this. This is directed by Jon Favreau, who was the showrunner and directed a lot of the episodes of The Mandalorian. It's written by Jon Favreau and also Dave Filoni. You can definitely tell
Where's Ahsoka?
Well, Zeb's in it.
I love Zeb.
He got Zeb in it, and he got the Hutts in it. Obviously, he loves the Hutts.
Yeah.
Again, based on characters by George Lucas.
Yeah.
Didn't invent any of these. We've got some music by Ludwig Göransson. Ludwig Göransson's back. Just adding a little bit more to his already exceptional score for The Mandalorian. It had a budget of $165 million.
Ooh.
It's estimated that with marketing that goes up to $300 million.
Should get Solo finished about there, so...
Which I'm not surprised for like the full thing for $300 million, because this is a marketing everywhere. It's had toys everywhere. It's had lucrative sponsorships.
It's on Quavers.
It's on Quavers.
I mean, that's the most important thing.
Quavers,
you know
but
what I mean?
Burger King has a Mandalorian meal.
It does.
Yeah.
I got a little cup. When
Yeah, you get a sort of green burger.
God, it was disgusting. It was like Grogu sauce. What a horrible
Grogu-
name. Oh,
Grogu
honest to
sauce.
God, it was
It's like when they did the Grinch sauce.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like a pig
Stop
thing.
making things green.
Yeah, and it currently after one weekend, it currently has a box office of $165 million.
It's made its budget.
So it's made its production budget back.
Awesome.
So I have no doubt it will make its money back, and will probably get a profit.
Done its job, basically.
It's done its job. It was projected to get an 80 million US opening. It got a 100 million US opening. So it's exceeded expectations.
Yeah.
Probably because everyone bought the popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
They're just watching us.
It's just
beautifully.
the Mandalorian helmet.
They
Yep.
did so much
cool.
merch for it.
Yeah. They also had that's one from View. They had the Mandalorian popcorn bucket, which is just the helmet. They also had a baby Grogu popcorn bucket. I don't know how it works. I assume you just twist his head off and then put the popcorn in.
Yeah,
and twist
glorious.
the head
Yeah.
back on.
like it. They had one where it's just like a figure of him stood next to the tin, like he's like peering in. I was tempted, but it was £35, so I told him to fuck off.
That was only 30.
That was only 30, and
Pretty
that's
good.
Ben, I'd say.
It's chrome.
I wish you could put it on.
Shiny. I wish you could put it on.
It
But then
looks
how would
like
it work as
clothes,
a popcorn
We
bucket?
could put it on upside down. You try and squeeze your head in.
In a sentence, yeah. We'll try that in a minute.
Yeah.
Well, you can never take it off because you're a Mandalorian. You put it on upside down.
So it's
That's
like,
true, yeah.
I'm stuck like this.
Armourer, please, no.
You could not take that off if you tried. That's true. It's stuck.
In an alternate universe.
I mean, I love Star Wars. Always loved Star Wars.
Yep.
So I'll give any Star Wars a try.
Yeah.
I even like The Rise of Skywalker somewhat.
Pretending to high five in the air because I too like Rise
It's
of
all
Skywalker.
It's all right.
Chat.
It's all.
I watched.
You're what most
I
people think.
watched it again for a while for Star Wars Day, and you know what? It's growing on me a little bit. It's still not good. It's still not good,
It's
but
barely watchable slob.
as is Attack of the Clones. But yeah, I still managed to.
Yeah.
What did you think of this, Robert?
When it finished, I was left a bit speechless, and
For good reasons.
my friend turned to me and he was like, "You're very quiet. What did you think?" And I was just like, "That was just fucking bizarre," because I think it's. I just can't believe people sat in a room and were like, "This is what we're gonna do with this."
John Favreau and Dave
Jon
Filoni
Favreau,
sat in a room and
yeah,
said, "This is
those
what we're
two
gonna do."
people. And I enjoyed it for what it was. Jack, you haven't seen it, so
No.
this won't have any spoilers in it. Not that there is anyway, but it's a fun
If you want,
time.
do you want to guess what the plot is, John?
It's just going to be a side quest, isn't it? It's just going to be him and Grogu going on an adventure. Guessing from the trailers, Embo, isn't it?
Embo is
Very
it?
fan favourite. Rot of the Hut is all.
Rot to the Hut is all big and jacked,
Yeah.
and he's played by Jeremy Allen White.
How does he do? What's his voice acting like in it? Is it?
It's been put through like.
It's been like gone over like
Yeah.
a bunch of things, so
Has
it
it?
doesn't even sound
You
like
can't
Jeremy
really
Allen
tell.
White.
Voice type of thing.
Sort of,
it
yeah.
is. I'd actually say that Road to the Hut is a highlight of this film, in my
I think
opinion.
he is. He's in it a lot more than I thought.
He is the heart.
Does he-
of this
Finger
film.
He gets second
He's
billing
good.
to it's Pedro Pascal and then it's Jeremy Allen
Yeah.
White.
He's good. I just wish he looked different.
I haven't gone through the cast
Oh,
again.
go for it.
Pedro Pascal's back as Din Djarin, the Mandalorian. He does take his helmet off, so you can definitely know that he has been in this film.
He was probably on set for like 2 days.
Apart from, as well as most of his stunt people. Yes. Jeremy Allen White is Ross the Hutt, whose last appearance was in the Star Wars Clone Wars animated film, which is bad.
Being saved by Ahsoka.
Yeah.
There is
being saved by Ahsoka and Anakin Skywalker.
Of course, it's Ahsoka.
Yes. And it's a miracle that spun off into a very good TV show.
Yeah.
Brendan Wayne is in it. Lateef Crowder, Johnny Coyne, Martin Scorsese is in this. As one of those like multiple armed monkey sort of creatures.
Oh, from the board game.
Yeah. Like one of the people from Solo, the one who drove the thing.
Rio the monkey.
Rio
Durant.
He's one of them.
All right. Yeah.
And also Sigourney Weaver being in another sci-fi film. They finally got Ripley in a Star Wars.
Well done. There's nothing like Ripley. Really.
Nothing like Ripley.
I enjoyed it, and I know that there are people that have been really enjoying it, but it's weirdly not a film for the fans of the TV show, at least I think, because there is zero progression for either Mando or Grogu, no development whatsoever for them. It's just them doing this mission. There are like some things that happen that mean they get to do some exciting things, but apart from that, there's no development with their relationship. Grogu is just the exact same, if not more baby-like than he is in the actual show, apart from this one scene.
I disagree, but you continue.
Goo goo gaga, like that's him, and we're a bit tired of that at this
He
point.
doesn't talk.
No, he doesn't.
He
It
doesn't.
is a shame.
We don't get to the talking stage. Will he ever talk? I don't know.
Mandalorian 2. Oh, who knows?
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. Gotta keep going.
But I think the whole thing about this is it's rumoured that it was like a planned season 4, and you can sort of tell that that's what it was going to be. I'm glad it's not, because it would have been a waste of time if it would have been a season 4, because not much happens, but it's a fun time. I got chills at the opening sequence. The opening is fantastic.
It's got a stupendous cold open.
So good. It's worth seeing just for that.
Action-packed and really good.
It's genuinely worth seeing just for that opening sequence. And then you can leave after the titles, which are also quite
you see
fun.
the Mandalorian and Grogu, you say, okay, clearing off now.
The score is phenomenal. It elevates every single scene that it's in. Just there's this one, like, it sounds like a techno German club beat, and you'll know it when you hear it. It's just like so good. Every time it came on, I just wanted to get up and so good. And he like intertwines that into the original score, and it's just very clever. I don't know why this is the film that we got. I don't understand why they were sat in the room. They were like, right, everyone pretty much hates Star Wars at the moment. We're going to give them this, which gives fans basically nothing.
I think casual fans are fine with Star Wars. They can like take it or leave it. I think the vitriol for Star Wars has come from Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
I think, as we all know, Star Wars fans hate Star Wars.
Especially like the Disney era.
I
think Maul Shadow Lord has kind of brought back a lot of people to the line.
Yeah, I feel like
that was extremely good.
Because everyone's like, oh, I like Darth Maul because I like the prequels.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Andor did a lot.
All the Star Wars Disney stuff is bad, but you all went and saw Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. They both made over $1 billion.
And Rise of Skywalker made over $1 billion.
Rise of Skywalker over $1 billion. So you all still went and watched it.
Yeah.
You all loved the final season of the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
You all are coming around and really liking Rebels.
Andor was obviously
Rebels.
Rebels is
yeah,
great.
you all love Andor. Andor's come out of that. The Mandalorian has come out of that.
That's very true.
They put back Boba Fett. They made Boba Fett cool.
Half of that
They
season's
actually
good.
put Boba Fett in live action and made him do cool shit rather than just firing a few shots and looking cool in Empire Strikes Back, and then
That's a good point.
apparently being drunk in Return of the Jedi and then just falling into a Sarlacc pit.
And it's basically Mandalorian 2.5, because they take up like a couple of the episodes, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But
Which is why if you just watch The Mandalorian,
Yeah.
season 1, 2, and 3,
Yeah.
and then didn't watch Book of Boba Fett. It's very confusing on the first episode where Grogu's just there with him. It's like, how would you? But he was.
But I just can't really put it into words because I think like it's like a creature feature because there's so many creatures. There's barely any human characters in it.
Andor does that well.
Yeah,
He's
100%.
very-
Andor's a very
Feels-
grounded
Yeah.
human.
Love
sort of.
that
I
show.
think that's why it's so well liked because you still have your Star Wars aspect.
But it still feels
Yeah,
inherently
and it's
like
very
Star
gritty.
Wars.
Definitely, and I think a lot of the charm that comes from this film is with that because they experiment with it. I mean, obviously Grogu is puppetry and the as they
He's
aliens?
puppetry. He's an animatronic.
Yeah.
And then he's also CGI in some sort.
what are they called, the Anzellans, the Babu Frick.
Oh, the Babu Fricks.
Yeah, I can't remember.
The little Babu Fricks.
But they're great. They're honestly
great.
like they make it
I think they're in
better.
it too much. That's one of my damn things.
right.
I think they're in it too much.
I just like the way they speak because it's Shirley Henderson. What a horrible baby.
Bad baby.
But I like that part of it that it someone compared it to like a Jim Henson
Yeah, it's very
project,
Jim
and it
Henson.
feels like that in those. And then the stop motion is used in one scene, which is it feels different, and you know they put effort into it.
Mm.
But just
There is
in
a lot of
terms-
effort that's gone into this.
Oh, of course.
There
it's
are
not
also a lot of scenes that are
half-assed.
very clearly in the void.
Yeah.
How is Zeb? That's all I care about.
You can tell he's a CGI character.
He doesn't really do much.
He doesn't do much.
doesn't
He's
make
there,
an impression.
and I think it's just for mostly Rebels fans. Oh yeah, Zeb.
Yeah.
It's such
And then
a
for
shame.
casual fans say, oh, he's kind of cool.
He should have had Chopper with him, and I think that would
He
have
had Chopper.
Yeah.
made
But
it more
Chopper's with
exciting.
Hera. So
Well, fuck that.
being in Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Divorced
Well, Carlos
parents,
Sagan's
it
Carlos-
comes
yeah,
back.
Carlos
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I think Grogu and Chopper interacting would have been really cute, and I don't know, but they weren't thinking of that. They were like, we need to make as plain a film as possible
For the casual fan.
for the casual fans to try and get everyone back in. But I don't think that's
So it's just like
working.
vanilla ice cream. It's
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Which doesn't really
Yeah.
make sense because I think when everyone got Disney Plus,
Yeah.
I think The Mandalorian was a big selling point.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was-
100%.
So I think
Yeah.
pretty much everyone watched The Mandalorian.
Yeah. And it's every season's done well. Even season 3, which people aren't as fond of, like it's still
Mm.
a lot of people
A
watched
lot of
it
people
when
still
it came
watched
out.
it. Yeah.
This film, though, you don't need to have watched The Mandalorian to enjoy it or understand it particularly.
I think that's a good point about it.
I don't, because then why have we watched all 3 seasons?
To grow attached to the characters.
Because we
Yeah.
wanted to. We also wanted to see some actual growth from the characters,
But there is not.
which you don't really get in the film, but you get in the show.
You do get in the show. That's true. Yeah. What do you? I think we have sort of differing opinions on certain things. Like I think we think the same about it, but there are certain
About
things we feel.
certain
Yeah.
things. I think this is pretty good. I'm up on it more than Robert is.
Even though we gave it the same rating, I think I'm just
What did
too
you both give
kind.
it?
I gave
7
it,
out of 10.
I gave it 3.5 stars.
Yeah,
out of 10.
same.
Yeah. But I think it's just it's a good old time at the cinema.
Yeah.
I think it has the feel of the original trilogy in a way. Of it's got creatures and it's got a human character, and
Yeah.
then there's a sort of psychic duo sort of thing happening. It has the feel of how I felt the first season of The Mandalorian was, which it's going back to the roots of what Star Wars was in George Lucas's mind, which is a space spaghetti western.
Yeah.
And I think
Mhm.
this feels very spaghetti western in The Mandalorian, just being much more of just a gunslinger for hire,
Yeah.
really, and then just being very good at it. It's got a lot of old Clint Eastwood spaghetti westerns in it. It feels very True Grit at certain times, both the one with John Wayne and Kurt Russell,
Ooh,
or is
yeah,
it Jeff
both-
Bridges?
both
No, it's Jeff
beloved.
Bridges.
Yeah.
Has he got any new tech in this? Or is it all
Not-
just seen before?
Not that I remember. Grogu's got that little blaster thing that shoots green
Yes, he's
goo
got
out
the
of
green
it.
goo and
Force
darts,
that he
yes,
uses
he's still got the Force.
That'll be what was in that burger.
Oh, his special sauce.
He's just in the back, just squirting things out. Like that. He does a lot more flipping.
Yeah.
It does.
More flipping and stuff.
Where it looks like
think,
someone's just thrown
yeah,
a
I
puck.
think Grogu gets a lot more to do than he normally does in
Yeah.
in the series.
Yeah.
I think he does have growth in this. I feel you can tell he's he's grown up. He's more grown up in a certain way,
Mm.
and he has more responsibilities and stuff, and he's
Yeah.
doing more things.
More experience on the road.
Yeah.
Basically.
And they feel, and they have more of a family dynamic
Mm.
and stuff. Like he's definitely the dad, he's definitely the son.
Yeah.
All of that. It does feel very episodic in certain ways.
You could chop it up and
You
it'd
could
be
chop it
like
up
1,
into
2,
certain
3.
episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of feel
and
what would be,
such. I thought I was going to have the same problem with this as I did for Peaky Blinders: The Immortal Man,
Mm.
in which it just feels like a shortened season of the show. This didn't feel that way, and I'm kind of glad it didn't.
Yeah.
I like because it's got great action in it. It looks pretty good for the most part.
Mm.
I like all the characters. I think Pedro Pascal's still good as the Mandalorian, both in speaking and that scene he's in.
Which I can't comment on.
I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Yeah.
I like some of the villains in this. I feel they needed a more general focus on who the big main
Who
villain
is
was.
the villain in this?
I think it's the Hutts. I would say
Generally
Yeah.
generally the Hutts. I think they're in more of the centre point, and it kind of focuses around Rotter the Hutt
Mm.
as well. But you've got other bounty hunters that are chasing him, and he's fighting stormtroopers at the start. Like, I think the first hour is him focusing on like killing stormtroopers.
Mm.
Doing cannon fodder, basically.
Cannon fodder.
Get the cool, aura moments out
The
of it.
cannon fodder of media, stormtroopers. But yeah, and then that's sort of the main adventure that he's going on, and then it sort of sidetracks into the adventure that he gets
Mm.
stuck in, which is a
Yeah.
very sort of Western thing to do. Of he's hired to do this job, and then he fulfills it, and it goes down a rabbit hole that gets him in sort of a scrape and stuff. There is the scene that Robert was mentioning about Grogu and the Mandalorian.
Mm.
I think is very well done.
It is.
I
It's
think
good
it shows
scene.
the maturity that Grogu is going through
Yeah.
and the love between the two of them.
Mm.
And I like having the Razor Crest back.
Yeah.
That's
The
fun.
the Razor Crest back in this. It's a new model.
Ooh.
Well, actually, it's from like I think the New Republic finds it from like a rich Empire oligarch who just has like refurbished old models of stuff because it's pre-Empire. If you remember the Razor Crest. Yeah, so this is like a well kept new model of the Razor Crest, which is why it's got the yellow back. As you
Mm.
could call the original Razor Crest had some yellow at the front,
Yeah.
but it was sort of like frayed and stuff. So that's what the actual Razor Crest is supposed to look like. I'm looking over there because I've got a mini version of it.
Yeah.
But I also like that when he takes it back to his homestead,
Mm.
he's still got the M1 Starfighter there. It's not like it's been removed.
So you
Like
kind
he still has it.
It's like
not
GTA.
so
He's
it's not-
collecting his
Yeah.
cars.
so it's not like they've forgotten about it.
Yeah.
Because I thought, he's turned up here and he hasn't come in his M1 to have. So does he not have it anymore? What happened?
Yeah.
Then he gets the Razor Crest and then he goes back to Navarro to his homestead. Oh, and the M1's there. Okay,
Mm.
you've not
Not a plot hole.
missed any of that
Yeah.
stuff. The home invasion stuff that they had is very good and also
Mm.
very westerny. I think it wears its stuff on its sleeve of the Star Wars of old,
Mhm.
which makes it feel like an original trilogy sort of style film to me.
Yeah.
It has problems, it has faults. It's not a perfect film. It's not the best Star Wars film, not by a long stretch.
Star Wars film.
Yeah.
Basically.
But you can have fun with it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's a good time at the cinema. I think most audiences agree with me as well.
Yeah.
Because again, critically,
It's
I think
okay.
it's 60%,
Yeah.
but audience score I think is 85%.
Yeah.
So
I think got review bombed in it, I think.
yeah, but
But I understand that, like 60%. Like I don't. It's just I think in terms of like scale as well. I know that we shouldn't always get our expectations up there, but I think like having the Hutts as the villains really like scales it down a lot because there's only so much that they can actually do.
Yeah, you've
But
already seen them before. You know.
Yeah.
because they can't really move.
And a large part of this film is watching sausages roll around. It feels like
Which isn't fun to
towards
look
the
at,
end.
really.
No, but like they're fine characters, but
I
it's
think that's
just
how they needed to go because the last 3 seasons of The Mandalorian's been dealing with stormtroopers.
that's a good
And
point.
do you want to do that
Yeah,
again?
Moff Gideon.
And how long are stormtroopers going to stay around? Because this is post Return of the
Yeah.
Jedi when
Yeah.
the Empire's done. How many stormtroopers are out there?
Yeah, I will say there are two like. So the whole point is that like the Empire's been struck down because it's after the original trilogy, and the Mandalorian has to sort of round up all these like generals and stuff.
He's
There
waiting
are
for the
two
New Republic and
characters.
say,
Yeah,
okay, we need you to find this guy. He's doing that.
there are
essentially.
two of these people that he like ends up meeting whatever in the first half of this film. I thought they were fucking awful. I thought their acting was terrible, and I thought they just had nothing about them. If you think of like, is it Ben Mendelsohn in Rogue One,
yeah.
and just
there's
any
no,
other.
There's no director Krennic in this. There's no Moff Gideon.
You're like, who is this, and why do I care?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a shame because like I feel like a lot of.
See the baby. I would like to see the baby.
Because I feel like they've always had like something about them that made them iconic, or you know that they were like mischievous and they were evil. But these guys, I was just like, who are you? What did you do? I don't believe you could.
You're just a Nazi hiding in Argentina.
Yeah, that's. And that's the film.
That's the film. Nazis hiding in Argentina, but space.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a weird one. I don't think it's like. I don't think it's. I don't know. I mean, like I agree with what you were saying. Is that it feels like it's taking a breather and it's something for everyone to enjoy. Like maybe not Star Wars fans are like, oh, this is the best. But there are things that you can enjoy about it. It's not bad by any means, but it just doesn't feel like, you know, Star Wars needs a comeback, and this doesn't really feel like that comeback to get fans back on board
It's
again.
like a band-aid, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you definitely have fun with it. Definitely go watch it because it is a good time, but don't be expecting anything to like move the story forward.
So in your opinion, what could bring audiences back to Star Wars?
I think that Starfighter.
Will it be Starfighter that's got Ryan Gosling in it? That's coming out next year.
Coming out, but
That's probably not. That's too. I think that's too Dave Filoni lore heavy
100%.
for casual fans.
I do think it's a mistake that Dave Filoni is going to be now in charge of Star Wars.
Yes, I think because I think it's going to go Star Wars is going to go a certain way. It needs to be a bit more accessible.
Yeah.
I think he's going to go away from stuff like Andor.
Yeah.
Because I think it's
what stuff is actually announced that's coming out. So you got Ahsoka season 2. You've got
Starfighter next year.
Starfighter in 2027. They're still working on that on a film with Rey and the new Jedi Order.
Apparently, the rumor is that's how Starfighter is supposed to end with Rey, but who knows? And then if that does well, we'll see.
Starfighter was post Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
It's the first film post Rise of Skywalker.
Which I'm glad about. I feel like we need to get like moving. There's everything else is like, oh, it's that here. Like, we need to like keep moving forward as well. Like,
well, they did go backwards with Acolyte, and then it went very, very wrong.
It did. But then, I feel like Acolyte, there was stuff to explore.
Lightsaber duels are exceptional, but
And they were gonna, have Darth Plagueis. Is it Plagueis?
Yeah.
Plagueis shows up at the
Plagueis
end.
in it, just goes scowling and then goes back in.
But that's exciting. Like, I feel like that's the first time we've seen him in live action.
I'd like a second season of the Acolyte. I think it.
Yeah,
I would.
But I don't think.
I'd like
based off Khmer.
I'd like some old.
Yes.
I'd like some old Republic stuff. Like go back to the old Republic.
And what was that film that? Was it Gareth Edwards? I can't remember.
Was it?
But like the first Jedi. They were
he
doing
was thinking Gareth Edwards was doing a thing of how the Jedi came to be.
Yeah.
Right. Person who became a Jedi.
They keep announcing stuff and never.
It's got like a pack behind him, so it's like got a string and stuff.
A lot of people want a Grievous series.
Nah.
you don't agree with the series?
Nah.
I feel like there's like a reason why he's only in Revenge of the Sith. I feel like.
I mean, the original Clone Wars.
I think he got enough stuff in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
His
little hideout where he's like a little spider running through the
I've
corridors.
lost me legs. I'll go get some new ones.
And that cough, he needs it sorted out.
It's not elaborated in the animated show why he gets that cough.
Yeah, it's only in the original one.
It's only in the original Clone Wars micro-series where Mace Windu like sort of crushes his thing, and that's how he gets the cough. But never elaborated in the TV show.
I think I'd just like some new characters that don't rely on the Skywalker saga to,
You know what I'd like? I'd like a break from Star Wars.
Oh, that's a good point.
I'd like no Star Wars for a bit.
Yeah.
Because we got like the end of the Skywalker saga in like 2019, and this is the first Star Wars film since then. But in between that, we've had a metric
Yeah.
fuck ton of Star Wars. So much so that I've not watched it all.
No,
I've not watched Star Wars Visions. I've not
you
watched.
don't need to watch.
I've not watched Tales of the Jedi. I've not watched
Yeah.
Tales of the Sith. I've not watched Tales of the Underworld. I've not watched season 2 and 3 of The Bad Batch.
It's alright.
Good.
It's alright.
I've not watched more Shadow Lord.
I've not watched more Shadow Lord
That's
yet.
extremely good.
I do want to watch that though.
I will
Yeah.
vouch for Shadow Lord
Mm.
because it gives. There's 2 villains that appear in that they get absolutely just wiped across the floor in other things they appear in,
Mm.
but they actually look competent in this, so it's
It-
a
it-
nice
it-
change.
Is it the guy that's in
He
that?
appears.
I
Is
like
Is it in the guy that's in the It's the Inquisitor that's in the
It's Marok. Who's in Ahsoka?
He's in the
and-
tail. Oh,
Yeah, and it's the guy who Ahsoka fights, and
in,
the fight
in Tales of the Jedi.
last 7 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this, he can actually has a brain cell in this.
Wow. Or
Yeah.
maybe Maul's just not as powerful as Ahsoka.
And I like them
Well,
putting Solo into the other stuff, like getting characters from Solo, which I think was trying to do something a bit new and
Yeah.
introducing all these
Mm.
characters.
If only they
Brilliant.
kept Lord and Miller on it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Imagine. But then, if Lord and Miller stay on that, we may not have got Into the Spider-Verse.
nice banger.
And that is a banger.
Double-edged sword.
Certified banger.
I just want to see Amelia Clark again. Who am I
Mm.
kidding?
So I think people are speculating she will appear in season 2.
Quite possibly. If
The
they're
whole
doing
fucking ending, she goes off with him. Where
Yeah.
is she?
if they're doing a season 2. Yeah, it's a whole fucking ending. The big hologram, and even though he's just on a hollow call, he gets his lightsaber
Oh,
and
yeah.
ignites
so
it
cool.
for no one.
Such a
Yeah.
good ending. She leaves Han at the
It's
end.
gonna be cool.
It's
I
gonna be
like
cool.
that film a lot.
So overall, the Mandalorian Grogu, I think based on both of our opinions, Jack, you can watch it.
Thank you.
It's solid.
You'll probably you might have a nice time,
Yeah.
but it's not a
Pleasing
big,
bowel movement.
it's not
Think
a
of
be all
that.
and end all.
It exists. It's fun.
Is it?
That's,
Yeah.
that's basically the
It
concept of
exists.
this. Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
That's what's it all about, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a nice time. Eat some popcorn. Maybe get a Mandalorian helmet to eat your popcorn in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without a head in, just to help.
Without a
Yeah.
head. Yeah. No, I had to take the brain out and then they put the popcorn in.
I quite like the opening credits. Sorry, I know that we're wrapping this up, but I don't know. I found the opening credits quite charming.
Yes.
With the cast and
With the cast and
That was nice.
still stuff going on in the background.
the music again. Oh, the music, Jack. The music.
It's different.
So good.
Yeah. It is really good. Glorious.
Copyright.
Yeah.
Copyright pending.
Yeah.
Anyway, is that the show?
I think that's the show.
That's the show, folks. Thank you everyone for watching and listening to
Ooh.
this episode of the podcast. Thank you, Jack, for being on
Thank
the
you,
podcast.
Thank you for having me on.
It's been a real pleasure to actually have a guest
Yes,
on
it's really
the
fun.
show. Hopefully, it becomes a sort of regular thing,
Ooh.
not like regular.
Yeah.
We'll still just keep it to us two for a
Yeah,
little bit.
just a special cameo here and there.
Just a special little spot for it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So always, Jack.
A little bit of seasoning.
Well, I'm not
Register
here
as-
for 2 weeks, so if you do need someone to
Oh.
take over, then
I've been self-inserted here.
well, no pressure, but you know.
I'm your host Joe, and joining me is Robert's replacement,
Yeah.
Jack.
The guest from last week.
And Robert comes back when we're recording.
He's been kicked out.
Gone. It's over.
What do you mean? I was joking.
It's not what I actually meant. Yes, thank you everyone for watching and listening to this episode of the podcast. We very much appreciate it.
Yep.
If you are watching this on the YouTubes, then feel free to like this video and subscribe to the Magic at the Movies YouTube channel and push the bell notification so you never miss an episode of this podcast. If you want to listen to this, where can they find us, Robert?
They can find us on Spotify
Uh-huh.
or Amazon Music,
Ooh.
Apple Podcasts, Sony Podcasts, or wherever else you may get your podcast from. Ooh.
Yes, pretty much everywhere.
Yep.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah.
Pitbull is a big fan.
Yeah.
We know him. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a
Sponsor.
he's a good lad.
He's a good lad.
Good lad. If you want to get into contact with the show, you can contact the both me and Robert at both Letterboxd and Instagram. On Letterboxd, I am Ginge101.
And I am robonfilm.
You've got to sing it as you type it in.
Yeah, just once, not twice.
Yeah. Otherwise, you won't find him.
Yeah.
If you want to get in contact with Jack as well, what's Jack's letterbox?
I don't actually know my letterbox.
Parky UK.
There you go. There you go.
Just so you know, he's from the UK.
Yeah, gotta add that in there. Gotta be prideful.
Also contact us on Instagram. I'm the Mighty Joe 888 on Instagram. It's a different thing. Don't think about it. Don't question it.
I'm Rob G Hall on Instagram. If you're bothered.
Yeah.
Everyone's bothered.
Yeah.
Everyone's bothered. Maybe if you post instead of just being on the story all the fucking time, maybe more people will be bothered
There's
by
more
your Instagram.
pressure with a post.
No,
You've got to think about
I
it.
will post when I come back from my trip on an actual post.
That's a promise.
His first post ever.
Gotta have like its own theme to music when you post it.
It will.
Well. Yeah.
Yeah.
My phone just goes into white. It's blinding. It's so awesome.
It's the second coming.
And does Jack have an Instagram?
I do. Jack Parkinson 04.
There you go.
He's the fourth Jack Parkinson ever.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be brilliant if someone messaged Jack instead of us two?
Yeah.
So he gets the first comment. Well, I see who we need to bring on every week.
I'm the weak link.
Maybe I'm the weak link.
Oh,
you know
not
me. It's definitely not me.
Your
Why?
producer.
Why would it be me? It's never me. Why would it be me? Holly, in a second. Give us a fucking minute.
You've been in there for ages.
Calm down. Right, I'll let you in. All right, calm down. Hello. Anyway, that is the show. Next week, we'll be probably talking either Backrooms, Tuna, or Power Ballad. I guess we'll be talking
not that
Backrooms
one.
then.
Not my favourite week next.
It's gonna make me watch a horror film again.
Scary.
That feels more akin to the thing we've talked about today.
Yeah.
In terms of less horror, more psychological. But I'm excited for Tuna. I'm also excited for Power Ballad. Sue me. I like Paul Rudd.
It's a film for dads.
I'm pretty much a dad. I'm a dad without a child.
So not a dad.
Yeah.
No, I'm a dad without a child.
Okay.
So I'm a childless dad.
So you're a fella.
Oh, the ice without the cream.
We're just normal men. Just innocent men. And that's okay, you know? Anyway, that is the show. Thank you everyone for watching and listening. And we will see you all in the next one.
Ooh.
Goodbye.
See you later.
And Jack has the last
Yeah.
word.